Well, hello students. Let's now talk about absolute value inequalities. So for this first part here, let's just write out in words what this means, and then we'll try to graph it, okay? So this says the absolute value of x, which is another way of saying that x is some mysterious number, okay? And we have an inequality here, so the solutions is going to be many, many numbers. Okay, so this is like saying any number or all numbers whose distance from zero, right, that's what the absolute value really means, whose distance from zero, ooh, I misspelled from here, let's try that again. Distance from zero is less than 10. Okay. So any numbers whose distance from zero, that's what the absolute value symbol means, is less than 10. Okay. So let's look at our number line here. And here's zero, the all-important 0. And this is 10. We're going to put that on there somewhere. And so what are the numbers whose distance from 0 is less than 10? Well, let's look at a few of them. Does 1 work? Certainly, right? 1 is the distance between 0 and 1 is 1. How about 5? 5 certainly works as well. How about 9? 9 certainly works as well. And all the way up to 10. Okay? So we can describe this as the following. It is all the numbers up to 10 going towards 0. And then on the negative side also works. -1 also works, right? It is the distance between this dot and 0 is less than 1. The distance between the next dot and that's -2 also works. And actually we can go all the way to -10. So this expression is really saying all of the numbers between -10 and +10. Okay, so this is any numbers, all numbers between -10 and +10. All right, now let us continue with a slightly different one. What if we have this absolute value symbol but flipped around, so where the absolute value is greater than 10? Well, one thing we can say here, this is any number whose distance from 0 is greater than 10. Any number whose distance from 0 is greater than 10. So let's look at our number line, and we're going to draw basically the same number line. 0 there, +10 here, and -10 over here. Right? And what are the numbers that's farther away from 0? Well, 10 is exactly 10 units away from 0, so that doesn't work. But you got to go out here, right? -11, -12, -13, and so on. So you have the arrows going this way. And same thing on in this direction. All the numbers on the outside here are farther away than 10 from 0, from the origin. Okay, so let's see, what do they mean? Well, we got that already, and we're able to solve and graph. So we solve these expressions simply from graphing. And you can see here that when the absolute value symbol is less than a number, then we're talking about the distance in between 2 points. When the absolute value symbol is greater than a number, then we're talking about the outside, the far right and the far left of a particular set of numbers.